my machine. This is my brother. And so there's my long arm over there. I started out quilting on my domestic. So I love my long arm. I love my sit down. And so I'm going to just show you on the sit down. So when I'm getting ready to quilt, I put on my darning foot. And I have this little hack that I love to share with people. I have this little toolbox or fishing kit, and I keep my mashing gears in here. I keep extra needles because we have to remember to always change our needles. This is my walking foot, so I know where it always is, a stitch ripper just in case, and I usually have a bunch, excuse me, a bunch of bobbins that I keep in here, and then I also keep my marking pen. So that's really handy to have that ready to go, because then I don't ever lose anything. Okay, so this is the design. So I'm going to show you here on the paper, and then I'm going to show you draw it on the fabric. So we come down straight, we're going to come around to do our heart, and then we're going to touch it right at the tip. It's really important that you make that connection, and then you're going to trace back along here and then come back down and then create that. Now you notice that we've repeated it and I've alternated the repeats, okay? So it's not making it too heavy on the one side. Now I purposely selected this fabric to kind of line it up. Now the other thing you could do is you could create a line here, and I could make my heart, and I could use that as my reference. So I have this width that I'm working towards, working within. Now you could just keep going straight down and just have your hearts like that if you wanted. But I do like the idea of having the open heart. If you're doing it on the line, it's the same concept. We just come around and in and then trace back along. So you do have to be kind of careful when you're tracing back, and then just keep that going. Briefly about these designs. So you can see, I mean, I'm using a contrasting thread, not everything exactly on. But one of the things that really makes this design wonderful is when you can really make sure, I'll use a pointer here, that when you are coming to the tip here, you're coming in and you're making that connection. That's super important. And see here, when I didn't come in and hit that and then come straight down, it doesn't have that same kind of crisp, clean look. So here I connected there, I connected, and I didn't quite make that. It just doesn't have that same pristine. So obviously, you know, you want to do that, but like look how much that, just when you nail it like that, it just looks so awesome. So anyhow, you can play around with different sizes. Oh, look at that, good one. And you know, this is for fun and just for practicing. Oh, that one, oh, look at that. I nailed that one too. So, oh, there. So when you're coming through, just, you know, really being careful, but I definitely encourage you to really get that nice point, and that if you don't get that nice point, it just doesn't have that same crisp look. And so depending on, it doesn't matter actually what size. I have some bigger hearts, some smaller hearts, and even this looks fun having the different variety. And then when you kind of switch it over to the other side, it's fun to continue that on. So I just encourage you to play around, hearts on a string, and happy heart making on your quilting projects.